Do you know, Qinghai may look calm and quiet these past few years, but beneath that still surface a lot of dark currents are moving. It's like a river that looks peaceful atop, yet the riverbed underneath is slowly being eroded. Today I want to share a few real stories with you about how Qinghai is being polluted and why want seems distant actually affects every one of us. A few months ago, in a small village near Gomand, a toxic gas leaked from sewage system. Several people were positive. Some even lost their lives. And there's the shocking part. It didn't happen in chemical plant. It happened in the sewers. Most of us sick, out of sight, out of danger. But underground, these pipes were quietly building up deadly hydrogen, sulfide gas. People in that village lived peacefully above it, never realized that right beneath their feet. That was scary. Later investigations showed that both household water and some illegal industrial waste had been dumped into the system. No monitoring, no ventilation, no alarms. Nothing worked as it should. So next time you are walking through a city, taking a shower, flushing your tray, thinking everything is fine, remember danger might be flowing just beneath your feet. Now, let's talk about the salt leaks. Qinghai has several of them rich in lithium, magnesium, and potassium salts, that raw materials of our batteries and chemical industries. So naturally, companies rushed in like the tide. But then came the big question: who's in charge? How much water can be taken? How much money can the ecosystem bear? Some local governments, eager for investment and GDP, offered generous permits and lenient oversight. Companies began overpumping water, mining beyond limits, sometimes even secretly drawing water after their license expired. As a result, the leaks struck and the surrounding ecosystems tore apart. Central inspection and environmental watchdogs named these violations again and again, warning that this development model simply can last. Profit turns the sick leaks into cash machines. Regulation only showed up after the damage was done. You might have also seen those eco-restoration projects. People claiming they are saving the grasslands, sprayed shades of grey plastic film to protect grass seeds. At the first glance, it looks great, looks good, a layer of protection. But after the wind blows and the rain falls, the shades scattered everywhere, break into fragments, get buried under the soil, turning into plastic pollution. What started as a good intention become a long-term disaster. Sometimes a good deed done wrong is harder to fix than a bad one. When so-called eco-projects are designed for quick results instead of long-term health, they become time bombs. Then there's a mining story. In 2021, the Qinghai coal mine collapsed, a major accident that cost lives. But the real horror is deeper. A safe drainage, a treated tailings, and waste pipes waiting to burst. When the rainy season comes, muddy water seeps into the ground, flows into the river, and spreads through the grassland. A mine collapse doesn't just burn workers, it can poison soil and water for years to come. All these stories share something in common. They are not coincidences, they are symptoms of the system. Too many places chase today's profit but refuse to pay for tomorrow's environment. Monitoring alarms, waste recycling. These systems often exist only on paper or as giant projects that no one dares to use. Projects focus on short-term results, not the side effects that show up 3 or 5 years later. And most of the time, the truth only comes out because the media or the public expose it. People smell something strange, see polluted water but don't know where to report or whether anyone will even listen. So, what if we change the directions? Could Qinghai, could China move more steadily? Here's what it would take, not empty talk but real steps. Every company's emissions, every cubic meter of water they take must be uploaded in real time to a public system. If they exceed the limited, shut it down, sounds alarm. Every ecological project must include a maintenance plan and a responsible global name-all contract, not just a one-time show. For disasters, toxic gas, chemical leaks, mine collapses, local governments must have fast response teams ready to test, seal, and clear with coordination across country, city, and provincial levels. Every pollution case should have a public investigation report, names of this responsibility, and a clear correction deadline. Official and executives alike must say off and be held accountable. And the citizens, they need a real hotline, a mobile app, and a reporting channel that actually gets answered, not ignored and censored. The story of Qinghai isn't someone else's tragedy. It's not a fairy headline. These rivers, these salt lakes, these grassland and air, they are part of the same system that feeds and shelters us. Environmental protection isn't a slogan, it's a debate. And the more we brown, the more painful we have to repair. And when we talk about change, we both know this truth. If reform doesn't start now, from the highest policy to the smallest town, the next explosion, the next tragedy might be right beside us. Thank you for caring, because every person who listens, asks, and speaking up is more step towards saving the place we all call home.